Fortnite's island is being invaded by the Death Star, and the entire Star Wars universe will take it over for a month. From flying around with an X-Wing to new Force abilities, here is everything you need to know. Now, a lot has happened in the last few days, and with today being the final update of Season 2, what is happening before Star Wars? Well, Epic just dropped a new weapon into the loot pool and ruined it in the same breath. The rocket rams returned, and fans are really excited about it until they learn they nerfed it to only 10 uses. But luckily, another item has been brought back, the business turret. Let's be honest, it's not unheard of for these things to return. Epic loves the business turret, but there must be a reason for it. A lot of people are calling it straight up useless, but remember, Fortnite has the data behind this, as surely players use it in real matches. It's also crazy to think the next crossover that's dropping is tonight, and it's not Star Wars. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is getting Wave 3 with a ton of characters like Casey Jones, Krang's android, along with Bebop and Rocksteady. Gotta admit, they look insane. We're also getting the Turtle Van as an SUV body, letting you ride around in their iconic party van. Now, for what you clicked on this video for, there's an elephant in the room, or I guess a giant ball in the sky. Yeah, the Death Star is stalking us from the map right now, and that's because we're in the final week of Season 2. The next season's already been announced by Epic, who showed off an official teaser trailer at Star Wars Celebration, revealing Galactic Battle on May 2nd. The season's only a month long, but it'll be the most content-packed one we've had in a while, so what should we expect? Well, every single week, Epic is giving us an update with a new theme. The season launch will be called Imperial Takeover. This is where we'll see the arrival of Emperor Palpatine, who's an outfit in the Battle Pass. But more surprisingly, Jar Jar Binks? Yeah, you're staring at a version of him that was literally never in the films. This is Darth Jar Jar, which is a character who was born out of a joke theory and it went viral. Then, a week later, the season will turn to the Pole of the Force, and this is where we're expecting Jedi characters to show up and make their voices heard. One of those will be Mace Windu. He's another Battle Pass skin who's joined by a Jedi version of Evie. This is where it gets interesting because this Evie skin can actually be turned into a Sith. Yeah, you can literally decide which side of the Force she's on, which is pretty cool. But she's not the only mashup skin coming to the pass. In a more controversial take on things, Fortnite have turned Cuddle Team Leader into Wookiee Team Leader, and fans just hate this. Luckily, there's plenty of classic characters still coming, with week 3 being Mandalorian Rising. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, Pedro Pascal's character isn't coming back because he was a Chapter 2 exclusive, but Fortnite has come up with a solution. We are getting a fully customizable Mandalorian skin that'll definitely make up for the fact you can't get the real Mando anymore. A week after that, we're moving to Star Destroyer Bombardment. Of course, this is where those huge Star Destroyers are going to show up on the map, and here we'll see Imperial outfits like Captain Phasma and First Order Stormtroopers. The item shop will also give us C-3PO and Poe Dameron, which fans have been desperate for years.
What? You have got to be kidding me.
I know, and now anybody can get a high A.
Now, I've shown you all of the characters that are confirmed for Season 2, but what about the map? Well, here's the full overview of it from a distance, and yeah, it's only a 30-day season. They couldn't add that much, right? Wrong. We are getting 2 new vehicles you could fly, X-Wings and TIE Fighters. My prediction is they will probably show up just in time for the final week Death Star Sabotage, including a huge live event, but I'll get into that shortly. First, let's talk about the new POIs that have been leaked, and they look insane. Hopeful Heights is going to be replaced by, you guessed it, Mos Eisley, something that literally all of us saw coming. But we're also going to see Endor's Rebel Base, which is super exciting. You can see Darth Jar Jar here fighting Evie, and yes, that is the Millennium Falcon parked up right behind her. Also, some fans have spotted a sandcrawler in the trailer, which means we could go in here and find tons of loot. I'm just saying, and it's about time we could steal back from the Jawas. One of the strangest parts of this teaser trailer was the music choice. That's right, you can hear Levitating by Dua Lipa playing in the background, which you wouldn't expect in a Star Wars season of all things. Now, when you think about it, Epic went out of their way to license this song, and I imagine it's a pretty expensive song to use, so why would they do that? Well, remember the last time we heard a huge artist in a trailer? It was Metallica. And of course, they became the festival headliners within weeks. It's gonna be building up to Dua Lipa as a future icon skin, which would be hugely popular. Now, let me clarify, all of this information and footage we have of the new season isn't even in the trailer. The main cinematic for Season 3 hasn't even dropped yet. That means more information is dropping daily, including teasers that reveal unreleased POIs. So you know where this is going. We already got a couple. The first two images show a crashed AT-AT that's been converted into a restaurant. If you get it, it's Eat Eat. You're kinda genius, not gonna lie. And the latest teaser shows all of the upcoming outfits for Season 2. Soon, you'll be able to get one of these artworks for free. A loading screen of Samurai Darth Vader fighting Wookiee Team Leader is coming soon, and it'll be given to everyone in the coming days. Now let's circle back to what we all can't wait to hear about, the live event. The final week of the season will be our first non-finale event in years, which is kinda crazy to think about. We've gotten so used to having one per year, and now Star Wars is giving us something to look forward to in May. My theory for this is we're probably gonna work together to destroy the Death Star. And speaking of this, it's already a game watching us. The problem is, it's just not done yet. Every day, it's gonna approach closer and closer until this thing takes up the whole sky. The culmination of all of it will happen on April 26th, when Daigo's portal event finally happens. We've been watching him power it up all month, and when he runs into the spirit realm, it originally seemed underwhelming from the leaks. But it doesn't show everything. The second he enters the portal, Fortnite is gonna play a storyline cinematic to everyone watching, so don't miss it. Now don't forget, today was the final update of the season, so the files right now reveal everything, including a Thunderbolts collab that's releasing next week. Bucky and Yelena are coming to the game, and it's actually their debut in Fortnite, so fans are pretty upset they're cel-shaded, especially for a collab that's promoting the MCU movie. But did you know some of you could earn it for free in the cup before it hits the shop on April 30th? One of the funniest parts about this is how we just learned who the starter pack for next season will be. Are we getting some kind of sci-fi themed character for Star Wars? Well, not really. This is Marika, and I'll admit the Star Wars inspiration is hiding itself. Now you might remember at the start of the season, a bunch of collabs are teased, but one is still yet to arrive. Right there in the trailer was the Dodge Ram, and alongside it, the Ford Shelby. Now, it is finally releasing. On April 24th, you'll be able to pick it up in the shop along with 3 custom decals for it. Now, sadly, next month's crew pack has been revealed, and it isn't Star Wars themed either. But you'll still be able to grab the pass with it while getting the brand new Kwame skin. As usual, every month you stay subscribed, you'll unlock Legacy Styles with his unique one called Overtime. Okay, but one skin that got updated has got the entire community hyped today. The rarest gaming legend set has finally been re-added to the shop files, meaning that the one and only Psycho Bandit will be returning soon. After nearly 5 years, Borderlands is gonna make an appearance in Fortnite once again, so who knows, maybe they've even got some new items in store. Now, Hatsune Miku left just last update, but clearly fans are begging for her return because Fortnite is already bringing her back. Her bundle was updated, so expect her to appear again after just 15 days. Also, Ballistic just received 2 brand new maps and items, but they're already giving us info on the next update. Currently, Epic is listening to feedback, adjusting the weapons and maps to perfection before they're finalized, and the next Testing Grounds update will drop more content on May 15th, just a couple weeks away. But a hidden update for another mode is live right now. Festival players are always open to new features, but this one is huge. Previously, your jam tracks could be used to play songs, lobby music, or create a band with jam loops in the middle of a BR match. Your whole squad could join in, mix tracks, but if you were alone, you only had half a song. Now, you can mix them solo, adding instruments and songs for other tracks without anyone else needed. And if you launched the game after the update, you might have been granted some free shoes. If you're wondering why, it's actually because you own Eminem. The Rap Boy Reloaded skin actually wears the Air Jordan 3 SEs, so Epic decided to pair them with the kicks for free. What happened if you bought both? Well, you would have received a 1,000 V-Buck refund a couple weeks ago, and if you only own the skin, you've got the kicks for any skin now. Not the only free stuff in this update, because Epic just fixed a huge complaint with the new Iron Man set. When he dropped, he was promised to be customizable, and while that's true, the whole thing felt underwhelming when you couldn't even pair it with his pickaxe and back bling. Well, now that has been fixed, granting free Model 39, 42, and Doom styles to match the whole set. If you missed out on him, he'll be back in the shop soon. There's also been some secret changes in OG, with today's update including a bunch of unvaults. Following suit with the original Season 3, Fortnite have now unvaulted the LMG and Heavy Shotgun, and yes, it's the classic one. There's also more coming back from 2018, like the release of Clingers and C4, all now in the loot pool. They have also vaulted the Epic Tac Shotgun just like what happened in Chapter 1, and have vaulted the Blue Pump for the first time. You can even find a Great Tac in there now too.